Hey, good morning, Motivational Drive-By, Coco here. What would I have to believe to make this true? All right, this is one of those empowering questions. We had a few last week, or by the time you were listening to this, maybe 2 weeks ago. And you can always go back to that. That'll be archived in probably in August, so you can go back and listen to some of these. Or you can go to the website and click on the YouTube link and go into Motivational Drive-By, and they're all there, you know, for you to access at any particular time, so you can relive some of these. Please share it with your friends. What would I have to believe to feel this way? One of these things where I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I'm a no good scoundrel, I'm a cheapskate, what would I have to believe to make this true? I mean, if you really explore this, you realize the folly that there's absolutely no way that any of this is true. You are none of those things. You are not, you are not, will not be a failure unless you allow yourself to believe you are. That's all, we've talked about this before, about these empowering questions. You just cannot imagine, what the hell? You cannot imagine how people just destroy themselves with these terrible, horrible questions. Every single day, I talk to people, I've helped people who are hung up with this. They make themselves feel terrible. They believe they're losers. They believe they'll never find love. They'll never be successful. They'll never get the raise. They'll never get the promotion. And more than likely, with that attitude, that is in fact the case. Unfortunately, a lot of times, one begets the other. If you believe you're a failure, if you believe you'll never be successful, if you believe you'll talk yourself into that psyche. And that's the last thing in the world you ever want to do, is truly believe these things, because they're very damaging. So if you're ever feeling anxiety, even depression, there's some days when you just are really down, stop for a minute, kind of get a cup of coffee or something and sit in that quiet kind of spot in your head, and ask yourself, what would I have to believe to feel this way? And you'll suddenly realize that it's preposterous what you'd have to believe to feel that way. And you can overcome it. In fact, it's almost impossible not to overcome it at that point. As always, have the most magnificent day of your life, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.